Hopefully we're not too far from Dawnstar now, Quadojo. This temple, which is what this appears to be, looks like it's in use, so... And there's no prisoners here, there's nobody needing rescuing, nobody needing sorting. So, on to Dawnstar. At least we warmed our tails.
May our steps move in harmony.
Brightness. Where is Dawnstar? There's that road over here. I guess we'll follow that. And hopefully not run into too many problems. This storm has just lasted days and days and days. Yeah, I know it wasn't lockpick ore, but, you know, Khajiit wanted it anyway. I see buildings. Huh. Just join up with the main road? It does. Excellent. Oh, and look. That is lockpick ore. What was that you were saying about coastal towns? Because you didn't catch it. So let's get to Dawnstar. Finally. Freezing my toes because I kept forgetting my boots, apparently. Oh. Hello, sister.
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
Of course Khajiit is not. Have the locals caused you trouble?
Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land. And so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair. But we do our best to ignore them.
Khajiit agrees it is unfair. They've let Khajiit in, though. Maybe because she's a mage? Like Zahjira, you have not been long in this land, no? She's only been here a month.
Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil.
Oh, really?
I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Assad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him.
Well, that was very kind of Reset. And Khajiit apologizes, but the reason she laughed is she's had her own troubles. And over all things, a book she didn't actually steal. So, she can understand. What have you got for sale, sister? It has been so long since Khajiit... Well, I guess it's only been a month. Well, plus the trip on the boat, but... It seems like forever since Khajiit has seen a female like herself.
Take a look.
That is very tempting. But Khajiit thinks she'll pass on that today. Do you, by chance, have any moon sugar? You do. Khajiit is going to buy all you have. She has had so much trouble finding moon sugar, you wouldn't believe it. And Khajiit has a few things that she does not need that perhaps you would like to purchase. Excellent. Khajiit thanks you and wishes you well. May you walk on warm sands.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Thank you. Hello.
Come and see what is for sale, traveler.
Indeed. Do you have anything you would care to barter with Khajiit? Not so much.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Hello.
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off.
You guard the caravan, yes?
Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to him. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink.
Good to know.
Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim.
Far have I traveled
Khajiit hasn't been gambling much, but she will recall that should she run across the situation, and she doesn't drink, so... But she appreciates the advice. But bandits, you were saying bandits are giving you trouble, yes?
A few days ago we were ambushed.
Oh,
A
no.
nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
That is terrible. Have they no decency to steal something like a moon amulet? Oh, Khajiit is so sorry to hear that. It's a serious loss. Zahjira would be honored to help retrieve it. She has fought bandits before. Would you let, or would you want Zahjira to help?
You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here.
Ah,
Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily.
indeed not. So let's see, yeah, here's my map. And, okay, so that's where you think they are. At a place called Lost Knife Hideout. All right, Khajiit will look for it for you there. She can't promise it'll be done right away because she has several other weighty tasks that are on her mind. But she will retrieve it, she promises. In the meantime, be careful when you are near... oh, what the heck is that name of that place? My mind... It's Windhelm, near Windhelm, in the Hot Springs area. There is a giant camp there, and they destroyed a Khajiit caravan and killed all our brothers and sisters that were in that. So please, please be careful if you go into that area, yes?
May the sun keep you warm, even in this land of bitter cold.
Khajiit thanks you.
The air is so clear in Skyrim. One can see forever.
Khajiit is ready for any troublemakers.
Hello.
If you have come to see our wares, speak to the others.
Tools, wares,
Zahjira, you speak very well. Zahjira would be honored to receive training in the art of speech, if she can afford it.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Ah. Khajiit? We'll train a little bit. Thank you. Would you barter with this one? Thank you.
Until our next meeting, if such is fated.
Indeed. Well, I just want to take a quick look at the map. Now, it's a real pity Khajiit didn't know that was there when she was down near there. But Khajiit... Khajiit will get your amulet back for you, Kajaro. It is very nice to meet you. Ah, Quadojo.
The road makes this weary.
Is Khajiit warming up? Is this warm enough? Not really. Okay, Quadojo. Let's see. Yes, we are in Dawnstar. How wonderful. Let's see. Do we have any chicken eggs here?
Wow, look at that road. Are you a wizard?
Yes, Khajiit is a wizard. Ah, yes, eggs. Alright. Let's see, this is the inn, which is very nice, and Khajiit will look at the barrels, as she always does. But...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Khajiit heard that too.
Near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Khajiit is looking for a place that...
Divine sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
So he is.
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
You never talk much
he's
about
with the
yourself, do you,
Stormcloak.
Auric? I swear, these past 30 years you've been at my side, and I think I barely know you.
What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and I've served you ever since.
What about your family? There must have been someone waiting for you back at the farm, wondering if you were ever coming home.
No, can't say there was. My parents died when I was young. You and the Legion have been my only family since.
I see. You're a good soldier, Auric. I'm sorry for intruding.
You weren't. There's just not much to it.
I wasn't born in Skyrim, but when I served in the Legion, this land became my home.
I'm sure the people appreciated your protection. But that, I think, is the person that I was looking for. Alright. Quadojo?
Ah, we've stopped. I patiently await your counsel.
I think this is the Jarl.
If you don't mind, sir, I have a request.
You have a request of me, Bulfric? This should be interesting.
Well, I was thinking, sir, with the war going on and all,
He's a jerk.
maybe
Sounds
I
like a
could
jerk.
enlist, fight the Imperials.
A servant? Enlisting in the Stormcloaks? Oh, Bulfric. That's why I like having you about. Oh, you're always good for a laugh.
Yes, sir, that's me. The oafish servant.
What a jerk.
I'm here to lend my magic to
By
the
the
people of
divines, I'm
Dawnstar.
tired.
The Empire will
Khajiit just
never
wanted to
take
tell you,
Dawnstar while every
she
last
doesn't think
man,
you're
woman,
oafish.
and child here
Not at all.
draws breath.
Until next time.
Respect, Jarl. You can't
I had
ask
hoped
everyone
life
to
would
throw
be
themselves
simpler
against trained legionnaires. Let's leave the fighting to the Stormcloaks.
You're right. Why dilute the glory with too many souls fighting over it? We'll drive out the Empire and be celebrated as heroes when we win.
If we win, this war's gonna drag on for years. I can feel it. We need to prepare for a long struggle ahead.
Enough of your dire predictions. We will talk about this another time.
Yeah.
I served in the Great War as a Legion battle mage. I've no desire to go back.
Hello.
If you hear about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard.
The college. Well, there's been an unfortunate death recently. Khajiit is from the College of Winterhold. Perhaps she can be of some assistance? It does seem that she has been tasked with doing college business, so... yeah. What is this about nightmares,
You haven't heard?
No.
All of Dawnstar hasn't had a decent night's rest in days.
Oh.
People are having nightmares they swear are real. They go to bed, but they wake up more tired than yesterday.
That's not good.
I've heard that a priest of Mara has come, saying that the Divines will lift this curse somehow. But that remains to be seen.
Khajiit will talk to that priest then. But you are the court wizard, yes?
If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting 1 foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again.
Khajiit understands that. You mentioned the Great War?
About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again.
Khajiit hopes you don't have to. She is kind of doing some of that work.
Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
Some of that work herself now.
Bullfrec, I have an order of swords and armor from the local
I'll work my spells and potions for whoever is willing to leave
every piece
Dawnstar.
polished to a fine shine.
Yes?
Yes, my...
What have you
Take
got
a
for
look.
sale? Since they're still talking over there. You sell spells. I was hoping to talk to the Jarl, but he seems rather preoccupied, doesn't he? But Khajiit will just have to interrupt. She thinks. Because she doesn't think she knows that one. Thank you very much.
Until next.
There we go. Dang it, Khajiit did already
Exactly, Bullfrec.
Yes, yes. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
know. Sorry about that, Khajiit just... There you go, you made some money off Khajiit.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh! Targets. I didn't mean you.
My Jarl, I have concerns about the safety of...
Making a few marks on the map where various things are located. Interesting.
On Star.
Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town's safety? What is this about, Yard?
You keep pledging more and
If you know
more
any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Nonsense. The best place for our
Khajiit
men
will
is driving the
maybe do that.
Imperials back. I will ensure that men from Dawnstar get every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I
That's
urge
a big
you to
sack
lower
of
our
gold.
commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Yard.
Don't mind Khajiit, she's just looking around for, like, books she hasn't seen before. That kind of thing. Oh, this must be the servant's room? Alright. Jarl? Can Khajiit talk
Just
to you?
a servant of Skald the Elder.
Skald,
Not worthy
I've
of
been meaning to
time,
ask you for a leave
consideration.
of absence. I
The
wish to
Jarl
return
is
to High Rock until
tired.
this war is
Be
over.
mindful of that.
Okay.
Wish to leave now? In
My only aim
Skyrim's
is to
moment
keep
of
the peace.
triumph, just before we cast off the yoke of Imperial rule?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking. I'm not a Nord, I'm a Breton, and I have no wish to fight this war.
Skald is very
I don't
vocal
think
about
so,
his hatred of
Medina.
the Empire.
There will be no deserters in this hold, and that's final.
Excuse me, Jarl?
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
Actually, yes. Khajiit, being that she's from the college, she is going to look into it for you. Oh yeah, Khajiit Skald, right. Khajiit has a letter from you, from a lady named Ari.
What's this? Oh, that's right. The timbers from Anger's mill.
Yes.
I swear, that Ari and her men would make fine Stormcloak recruits. Pity we can't spare the lumber to conscript them. Here, take this. For your time and all that.
Thank you. Khajiit wanted to tell you that you're going to need to find a new family for the lighthouse. Unfortunately, the how does Khajiit put this? Falmer and Charis were living in a cave, and they nearby, and they somehow broke into the lighthouse, and they killed the family. Khajiit managed to rescue 3 of the bodies, so they could be buried. Unfortunately, Hebed, the father, Khajiit was only able to rescue his skull, and she, as per his wishes, she put that in the lighthouse fire. But
Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Well, that was important. You are one of the...
I've been in charge of Dawnstar for over 35 years.
Khajiit can tell. And Khajiit better get out of here before she says something to get her ass kicked. Quadojo? Let's see if we can warm up here. Khajiit is going to spend a little time practicing using that target in there. Oop, not there. Because she has a feeling that she's going to need it. But she's going to use a different spell. She just needs to kind of cement what she's been learning. Yes, hitting the target is probably the best idea, I think. And I know I'm standing really close to it, but the reason is...
What kind of fool plays with fire like that?
Sorry, but I'm doing it as close to the target as Khajiit can while still actually learning something. She would try archery, but she has a feeling if she did, she'll probably hit someone other than the target. But if you don't like the fire, she will try that. Oh dear. We don't have any plain bows anymore. Oh well. Might be too close anyway.
Be careful!
Yeah. This is just too close. Yeah. Too close. Not going to do any good at all. But she will continue to do some practice with her fire So, Kwadojo, Khajiit will be practicing
You return.
for a few hours. And then we can continue to look around the village and talk to that priest. Find out what the nightmares in Dawnstar are all about. Say, Khajiit is curious. Did you like her video? Yes? Then please click the thumbs up button. Khajiit thanks you. Brrr.